concentrations. We have a lot going on, but this is what we're really concentrating on.
Yep.
Of course, the stiletto trainer, which we're one of the prime contractors competing for the Navy undergraduate jet training system. And that's
Okay.
to replace the T-45. And this airplane is a lot like an F-5 or a T-38, and it's really focused on export. We project about 1,500 sales worldwide of
Wow.
this particular airplane. And so it's a good light fighter. It's very affordable.
Yeah, the 23 million looks like a pretty good deal, right?
And so that's that particular project, and that's a big priority project, and we need to get the prototype flying in the next 24 months, if not sooner. So
Okay.
that's a big priority. Then, of course, we have a Razor, which is our air dominance fighter, and our business model is really to focus on an airplane that can replace F-15s. And when this presentation was put together for the Air Dominance Summit, it had just been released that the Air Force had awarded a contract to Boeing for the F-47.
Right. Yeah.
And Stavatti wasn't exactly competing for that competition. We didn't submit any RFP response for that because we have a slightly different mission. The F-47 is kind of an F-22 replacement, sort of.
Okay.
That's the best way we can describe it. And their numbers, they're looking at about 185 airplanes, roughly.
Yeah.
We have a different business model completely. We're looking at replacing F-15s, and that's, about 1,800 sales worldwide. And our price point is different. We're at 85 million. And so it's a different kind of business model entirely. So this is really more suitable for, say, a Navy aircraft or for a
Okay.
aircraft to replace foreign F-15s. And then, of course, the big project that
Yeah.
we're very excited about is our airliner, the SM-920 airliner, which is a 737 replacement. At the time, when we gave this presentation, we were really looking at a market of about 8,000 airplanes. Then I did some traveling, met with some strategic partners outside of the United States.
Yeah.
And they made a commitment, and we entered into an agreement, a cooperation agreement. And it's to provide $4 billion in development funding, as well as production guarantees for this particular airliner. And so that was launched. And
Wow.
right now, we're looking at producing about 8,500 airplanes in the United States, if not more. And this is over a 20-year period.
Okay.
We're planning this airplane to enter production in about 2031 and continue production through probably about 50 years.
Oh,
So,
wow.
I don't really, if you to do more than a 20-year market projection is tough.
Yeah.
But if you look at the 737 or the Airbus A320, they already have a backlog of an additional 10,000 planes when you combine the two.
Wow.
So when we say 10,000 sales worldwide, I think it's realistic over the next 20 to 30 to 40 years. And, that's kind of the time frame we're looking at. And of course, 1,500 produced minimum outside of the United States, and then about 8,500 produced here. So it's a big possibility. And of course, it's a direct competitor to Boeing.
Yeah.
Since this announcement, Boeing has announced that they're planning on moving forward with their new 737 successor, and Airbus has announced that they're planning on an A320. I don't think that would have come out unless
Yeah.
they had
Wow.
signed an agreement. And so the agreement is known to Airbus and Boeing. They know all about it. They're very
Yeah.
well aware. The supply chain is aware of it. Everybody should be aware of it. But like I said in our previous call, we're not really sending out any news releases to Aviation Week. We're just focused on getting this really prototyped. And so we're on a fast track schedule for these three primary airplanes. And then there's all the other airplanes that we're focused on too. But as far as the big programs, this is our core. So
Yeah, and so you said 2031 for this. So basically, the hover car and this is going to be about the same time for actual production to come out.
About the same time, yeah. And there's so there's going to be a little bit of a disparity because you have one vehicle that can kind of put the airliner out of business and the other,
Yep.
but there again, it's trying to figure out how everything fits into place. And there's still going to be a need for wide body airliners and a need for, just because people own cars doesn't mean the bus industry goes out of business. So
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.